From gardening to animals to extreme renovations, welcome to homesteading at College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today we're storing sweet potatoes. Well, today I've harvested my sweet potatoes. I'm tickled to death. We had a moderate to severe drought here in central Kentucky, and I just knew the sweet potatoes hadn't set on any. But I got about 120 pounds of sweet potatoes. I'm tickled to death with that. That gives me about 30 pounds to make my bed for next year. Life's good. So I've took the tarp and I've got them all dug and I've spread them out so that they can dry this afternoon, and then I'll show you how we store them. It's been about 3 hours. The clouds are coming on, so it's time to get these in the house. I may not get them in the basement tonight. I'm a little tired. My back's kind of hurting, but we're going to do what we can. Now, I don't like to load these one at a time. That takes forever. So I'm going to try and load them all at once, and I'll let you see how we do it. Miss Wampus says it's time for dinner. I'm going to go get her some. You going to let me pet you today? Of course not. There you go. 1, 2. She won't let me touch her, but she's a heck of a barn cat. Now, when you're getting these ready, what you want to do is rub as much dirt off of them as you can, put them in a bucket, and they're ready to go downstairs. My back's hurting too bad to take them downstairs tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in buckets and set them on my back porch, and I'll take them down in the morning. Now, any like this that's been damaged, you can see how it is. It got broke off. I'll set those aside, and we'll use those first. This one's had some kind of borer in it. I'll set it aside too. Spider. And any of these little pieces of root that's left hanging, I'll snap those off and get rid of them. See, there were some good-sized potatoes too. I'll go put these on the back porch and then go get some more buckets. But I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. You know, I do stuff and it shows you me doing this in 15 or 20 minutes. But the truth is, this has taken me all day. I started at 9 o'clock this morning and it's 5 o'clock right now. I'll get most of this on the back porch before Crystal has dinner, but it's going to get dark here in just by 5:30. So I'm going to try and get as much of these on the back porch as I can before it gets dark. One thing about prepping that you have to be certain of, you have to be certain that you don't injure yourself doing stuff. I have a hard time feeling my feet, so I back down the stairs when I'm carrying these heavy 5-gallon buckets. £22 and 24 pounds. Here is last year's sweet potatoes. There are quite a few left, but not that many. Actually, we'll wind up keeping some of these because some of them will still be good. Let's do an example here. This sweet potato, see how well you can see it. This sweet potato, if you compare it to the size of my hand, is not nearly the size of my hand, and it's probably going to be okay. It's thick enough. But these, see, those are just desiccated. The little ones, now these potatoes are, this is the second year. They're starting on their second year. So we'll keep anything from this size, compare it to the size of my hand, down to that size, but we won't keep any of the smaller ones, and we'll add our new ones to it. Now all this is are 3 doors laid on their side and with 2x4 shelving. They're just made into 2x4 shelving, and they're right here in our basement. All right, 142 pounds is what it wound up being. Each shelf holds between 90 and 100 pounds. So you can see the second shelf down here, it's kind of light. I kept a 5-gallon bucket upstairs. We'll use out of those. Thanksgiving's coming, so there'll be plenty of sweet potatoes used. So we've only got enough for 2 shelves. That'll probably do me and Crystal. Once we get by Christmas and Thanksgiving, the 5-gallon bucket up there will take care of that. Now, the criteria I use to keep an old sweet potato. First off, it doesn't matter if it's got sprouts on it. That's okay. It has to be good and firm. It has to have some weight to it, and there needs to be no bad places here in any folds that it has. If that's met, this sweet potato will be good still. It'll be good right on into next year. But it won't be as moist. So if you're going to eat this sweet potato, you'll want to put butter on it. All the others, we don't worry about butter. The new sweet potatoes, we don't put butter on them or anything. If you like this homesteading kind of stuff, this do-it-yourself lifestyle, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this stuff every week, sometimes 1, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. We upload every Sunday. So with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing.